Go for it. So this animation style is... Holy cow, I took 3,000 damage. Harold was defeated. Jeez, was that necessary? Hey everybody, I'm gonna try out a really ambitious game today. This is RPG Maker MV. Now it's a series of games where the intent is that you actually get to create your own RPG game. I'll turn that down a bit. Which is really exciting. Creating a video game is something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and now I don't know how difficult or even how interesting watching something like this would be, but I'm jumping in cold, and so we can kind of discover it together. So yeah, let's go ahead and start that tutorial. Alright, so let's check our options. Always dash. Alright, I'm gonna leave everything by default. So let's try just a new game. Wake up. Hey, will you wake up already? Ah, you finally woke up, eh? Today's an important day, you know. It's your debut as a maker. You really think you're ready to make a world? Maybe we should review the basics. A young man is about to go run some errands. Go help him out. I'm a bit worried, so I'm coming along. Make sure to really review. Look, the young man's about to wake up. Harold, wake up. Come give me a hand. Alright, use the directional buttons to move around and go down the stairs. Alright, off to a good start. Able to move. Now, obviously I haven't built this. This is just the tutorial, but see if I can interact with anything. Probably not until it tells me. Oh, okay, the base is empty. A little flickering of the lamps, that's a nice touch. There is a lot of wood. Finally awake? What a sleepyhead. Can you go outside and water the flowers for me? Go outside. Yeah, got it. Looks like there are no flowers. It's finally your turn. As much as I'd like to use the maker function right away, we're going back to the basics. Make sure to save your game. Alright, guess we're saving the tutorial, or is this just showing me how to save? Did you save properly? If you haven't, you'll go right back to the start when you return. Let's see what we can do with the maker. Loading. Oh, cool. This kind of reminds me of Super Mario Maker. Without further ado, let's try editing a game. This is the Create Game screen in RPG Maker. There are many detailed settings, but I'll explain them roughly for now. The largest screen is the Map View screen. Here you can place tile assets and events to make a game. Next is the Tile Palette. The tiles displayed here can be combined to make a map. Finally, this is the Map List. It's a list of all the maps that appear in the game under development. You can use the Y button to switch between these three screens. This is going to get somewhat tedious, so let's go help that young boy now. He's having some trouble getting flowers to bloom in front of his house. So why don't you plant a few flowers in his flower bed? First, we'll select flowers from the tile palette. Yep, pressing the Y button to take me there. Alright, so it gives a little blue. Oh, alack! Alack? I've forgotten how to explain something very important. There are 4 types of tiles. The A tile palette, which contains the bottom-most layer you can lay down, such as ground or flooring. The B tile palette, which contains items that sit on the ground, such as flowers and pots. And the C tile palette, which contains items displayed the uppermost. The final palette is called R for region, and is used for settings such as only allowing NPCs to move within a certain specified region, and is used in slightly different ways from the map. What's more, you can switch between the A, B, C, and R tile palettes with the L and R buttons during selection. Phew, that was quite a lot to take in, wasn't it? We old fellows can be long-winded sometimes, but please bear with me. Now then, let's use what we've learned and place some flowers. Press the R button to navigate to the B palette. Alright. Let's find some flowers, shall we? Doesn't matter which type, or could we just get to pick? It's like, okay, these prompts are somehow stopping me from moving. Move directional buttons or the left stick to place flowers in the flower bed. Place them with the A button. It'd be nice if I could just get back to my window. This is odd. It's only letting me move along its guided path. I can't even select this icon. Like I'm pushing up, down, left, and right, and it's only letting me move along its desired path. Looks like it's done. Now then, let's try running the game. To run the game, select Run Playtest from the toolbar atop the screen. Or save using the plus button to run the game. Alright, well, let's go and save it. I can't continue. That's interesting. Oh, weird. Selecting new game allowed me to continue. Now the flower has been placed. That young man sure will be happy. Harold, come on, once those flowers are watered. Well, did I learn how to flower? Oh, well, alright, that's counted as watering them. Good job. I'm sorry, but could you deliver this to the neighbors next? Received Dispel Herb. By the way, can you check out the item I just gave you by pressing the X button and selecting that item on the menu? Oh dear, what am I talking about? I say the neighbor's house, but you'll have to exit the house, then the area around the house to exit to the field. Be careful on your way there. Yeah, some of this I could have figured out on my own, but yeah, I guess it's designed to be simple enough that anybody could program this. You know, not just an adult. Looks like you can't go out into the field. Your help is needed once more. Would we not have a field map? Going back to the basics, make sure to save your game. Again, I'm selecting to save it, but nothing's happening. Did you save the game properly? Well, I'm trying. Alright, let's see what we can do with the maker. I'm gonna get used to that loading screen, huh? Transfer treasure chest, settings, and all incidents that happen during the game are called events. Event settings are configured in the map view. We're configuring the map right now, but you can press the ZL to switch tile sets or ZR to switch to event setup. Alright, so press ZR. If the grid is displayed on the map, you're in the event settings mode. You can always tell whether the grid is visible or not. Yeah? Let's move over to the event setting mode right away, shall we? For now, let's work on the settings for transfer within an event. Use the X button on a flashing area to map view, that'll display the menu. We need to go down to the bottom of the map, and we want to put the transfer at the end of the walkway here. There are two patterns for setting up events, the new and quick event creation. The quick event creation is ideal for movement events, so I'll explain that one first. Hover the cursor over quick event creation at the very bottom and select transfer with the A button. Quick and transfer. There are two items listed in the transfer. Location sets and transfer destination and direction sets of the direction the character will face after being moved. Okay. Select the location with the A button, displays the map. Alright, so let's do location. Select the field on the bottom to the left and select the flashing point. Now be careful, if you set a house tile set as a destination, you'll have to move out and step on the tile again to re-enter the house. Therefore, place the destination at least one square away from the house on the grid to ensure a smooth movement. Alright, we'll try. Alright, so we want field selected. Pressing A. Again, it's very odd, because if I push like right, up, and anything other than down, nothing happens. Like now, if I push down, nothing's going to happen. If I push up, left, I can only push right. But the first time that it was trying to get me to navigate the map, I thought my controller was not working properly. The tutorial's tried to help you, but I wish you had a little more control over the map for this tutorial. Alright, select the flashing point. Select OK. Once you've selected a location, it's time for direction. For this time, we'll leave it as retain. Select OK. Now all you have to do is press OK, and it's ready. Or is it? Not at all. So far, you've only set up the house to field movement. As it is, anyone who steps outside won't be able to get back in. We need a similar field to house movement to transfer as well. First, we'll change the map to the field. Press the Y button twice. Y button twice. Let's go to the field. And I suppose it's loading. Repeat the same process. So I'm gonna press the X button. Oh no, I'm gonna press the Y button. I really wish I could navigate because I want to go right and it won't, but I have to go down. Alright, select the square. Yep, I'm trying. And I think the tutorial would actually make it harder to figure out. What do you want me to press now? Okay, so once you select it, you have to press X. Let's go to a quick event and transfer. And since it's a field to house, you can set your destination as Young Man's House. Alright, yeah, I think we can do it if you let us. Young Man House. We do specifically say the first floor. Yeah, because we want to be like one tile away from the door, it said. Oh no, that's right, this is down here. So, you want this one tile in, not the very edge of the map. I guess because otherwise it'd be walking out of the map. So select OK. And retain. For house to field, there was only one avenue of approach, so the character was bound to be facing down, but the character can move from field to house in any of the 4 directions. In such a case, if the character entered from the right, while set to retain, they would emerge looking as if they were facing the left. Therefore, this time we will select the direction as up. Very nitpicky sort of thing to do, but okay. Now the setup is complete. Let's run the game and see. Just like before, we'll save and test. Now, I am playing on the Nintendo Switch, in case it wasn't obvious by the box art, and I don't know how limited the import access will be, like if I can do custom sprites, custom backgrounds, or if I'm just limited to the in-game system. But if it does work well, I think if you play this on the PC, you could probably have full access and can create anything you want. So I'm going to try it on just the Switch and see how much customization I can have. Now he can move. Fantastic. I have music over my head. You should enter the field and head towards the neighbor's house. I'm still going to be stuck because I didn't access the neighbor's house, but... Cool! It works. Beautiful. Okay, that was already set up. Nice. Hey, you alright? You alright there, bud? A child is blocking... Oh, I thought that's the neighbor I was supposed to talk to. A child is blocking the way, so he cannot pass. Your help is needed once more. Going back to the basics, make sure to save your game. Why do you keep doing this? Let's see what we can do with the maker. Back to the loading screen, sitting on the loading screen. Now, I shall explain more about events. Oh, good, good. First of all, we should move the child from blocking the way. To ensure we're in event mode, make sure the child's square and review the goal from this setup. This time our goal is to move the child so that we may pass. Earlier we created an event using a quick event creation, but this time the event editor shall be our method of creation. Press the X button to display the menu and select Edit. Alright, X button, Edit. Yay, this is looking way more customized here. This is the event editor. It'll take a while to explain, but that's what I'm going to do. First, the name is whatever you set to the event. So it's right now just event 001. Use conditions when you set or wish to set up the events that appear, for example, when certain conditions are met. Image sets up the images for this event. These are the characters you control, otherwise known as NPCs. NPCs are configured with events. The image you set here will be displayed as the character. Autonomous movement is the movement setting. If it's not set to occur, the character will merely stand still. Yes, that's the problem. Configure additional settings such as autonomous movement and the options. Yep, we want to get them moving. Priority sets the display priority order for the event. When set over a normal character, it will pass over that character. Trigger sets the timing of the event to occur. For example, you can set it to occur automatically or perhaps when the player speaks to the NPC. Contents Our item set as the contents to a specific event. It is the most important and trickiest part. Now, the best thing to do is to try it out yourself. Thus ends my explanation. Alright, well, here we go. Now then, it's finally time to proceed. Let us review our goal. Yeah, I got it. We want him to move. To move an NPC, the setting you want is autonomous movement. And yes, within the settings, you can flip the type. How the character moves, fixed is the not moving. Right, well, I mean, random would be fine. All we need to do is just get them out of the way. Frequency can be used for the type. Really, just stop rambling. I really can figure this out. Alright, fixed. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I was going to do. Random. Awesome. We can do 2 times slower. That should take care of the settings. However, isn't it a bit boring stopping there? Since we've come this far, let's make it possible to speak to him. Message displays can be set up in the contents. Press B to get out of this. Go to contents. Select a line with nothing inputted yet. Well, does that count as nothing or not? Because you're not letting me select or move. I guess it wanted me to press X. It is very odd about the control because because this tutorial locks you in place, so you don't know if you're waiting for it to load or what. But alright, select new. The pop-up you've opened is the events command pop-up. Choose the content you wish to set from among them to create an event. Switch between the 3 tabs using the L and R button. Since we wish to create an event displaying a message, select text on tab 1. So we're going to say show text. First one, show text. Select the face. This is character 3, under sub. Wow, look at all these drawings. Character 3, select the flashing icon. Select OK. When it comes to text, be careful of one little thing. See this faint line in the text box? If your input text goes beyond this line, they will be overrun and cut off, so be careful. What's more, setting a face image will reduce the horizontal space available for text, so be very careful there. Now then, let's input something simple like hello. Let the text box. Wait, I can make him say something different. I'm gonna have him say howdy then, because howdy's way more fun. He'll say, well, howdy, mister. There we are. Awesome. Select window. Background. Window. Oh, okay, just wants me to leave it all alone. Alright, he says howdy. Am I done? Select OK. Now the event setup is complete. Let's run the game. Like before, use the plus button to save and play test. The never-ending loading. Now, I know it's obviously going to have to do a lot of loading because we're going between things, but it does seem like the loading is a little ridiculous. We're just doing a tutorial here. I guess it just wants to prepare us for the real game. Ah, look at him go. Look at him moving around. Look at him move. Talk to him. Hello. That's not what I programmed at all. You lied. You lying liar pants. Oh, I feel cheated. Bewildered. It's funny, the painting in the background has her with brown hair and a green dress, but she has green hair. Hand it over to Spellherb. At a Spellherb, thanks for always helping out. I was just finished baking a meat pie. Would you like to have it together? Hehe. I'll go get them, so just wait here, okay? Oh, that's not a good sign. I'm sorry. I don't have the potion. I need to make the meat pie. I thought you just made them. What? You'll get it for me. But in these parts, you can only get it by defeating a slime. Oh, yay, slimes. You'll be fine. Well, okay, if you say so. Slimes can be found in the field. Talk to me once you defeated a slime and obtain the potion. Alright, let's go fight a slime. I thought that was okay. Sorry guys, I don't know if you can hear the storm in the background. Oh, it doesn't get picked up too much. Oh, found a slime right away, didn't you? Ew. It's not as cute as the Dragon Quest slimes. A slime emerged. Alright, let's fight it. Let's attack it. Go for it. So this animation style is... Holy cow, I took 3,000 damage. Harold was defeated. Jeez, was that necessary? What? This slime seems way too strong. Your help is needed once more. Going back to the basics. Alright, saving that game. You're gonna keep asking me if we saved, which doesn't look like we are, but sure. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, no, when you do start Dragon Quest, the enemies are pretty strong and can kill you very, very quickly if you're not anticipating how to play the game, but that was almost, trolly. Hey, go fight that little slime. Oh, it killed you. Thus far I've explained what the map and events do, but now we'll cover database. A database may sound intimidating, but in truth it's just another setting. RPG Maker can generally be split into 3 settings. You create towns and dungeons in the map, you make things that happen inside them with the events, and the database is how you set up the characters and such. Let's do away with the tedious explanations for now, and take a look at the database first. This is the icon for the database. I'm just going to select an icon. Oh, I can't wait to have control, where I can just move on as I want. Now I shall explain the database. It's just like events, except, well, there's a great deal more to it. To get through it quickly, I'll explain in sections. More in-depth information can be found in Help. Character settings are found in Actors and Classes. In Actors, you'll set up player characters, and in Classes, you'll set attribute values and learnable skills for that character. Next is Skills, which covers skills. Here you can set up abilities, which can be used by characters and enemies alike. Wow, this is going to be fun. I just don't know how much customization I can do with the specific items and that kind of thing, because it's going to be limited to whatever the game allows me to do, since I'm not actually doing the programming itself. But I'm pretty excited. I definitely think that I'll have to play with this, off air for a bit to kind of get a handle on the game, but once I create something really fun, that'll be really fun to test it out and show you guys. Next are the categories involving items. This is where you set up items using... Next are categories involving items. This is where you set up items usable in battle or on the field, as well as important objects and whatnot. Weapons and armors are types of equipment. Next are categories involving enemy characters. Enemies can be set up individually in enemies, and actually enemy groups can be set up in troops. So you can have them in a group. Next are categories for battles and miscellaneous subjects. You can set up status effects in states and animations that play when skills are activated, and so on in animations. What else? There's also a category called Other. You can change the tiles that display on tabs A, B, and C in the tile sets. As I explained before, you can also create additional tabs called D and E. Designate frequently used events as common events to quickly access them at a later time. System contains the settings that affect the entire game. You can change the starting party and battle format, or even the BGM. I'm sure that's an acronym. It means something. Used in battle. In game info, configure items like the title screen and credits, and other game settings for when you upload to the internet. Okay, so that's cool. In region, you can assign settings to the regions you've laid out. Types involves more than just attributes. Generally speaking, types can be set up for various categories, such as types of skills and types of weapons. Lastly, we have terms. Here you can get special words that show up in the game. Phew, that was rather rushed, wasn't it? I truly would prefer to explain each of those settings in detail, but I fear we might take all day for that. If it still doesn't make sense, be sure to check Help. And now, let's return to the next bit of setup. This time our slimes are too strong, so we shall change the enemy character settings. Switch database tabs using the L and R button. So we're trying to get down to enemies. And select the slime. What's this? The slime's attack and defense are set to 999. It might as well be a final boss. Not to mention its stats are maxed out as well. That's pretty fun. Well now, let's start changing those settings. Alright, let's go into the settings, let's change attack. It wants it to be 10. It's funny because I feel like it lets me type in anything there, but it won't let it stay. When I typed in howdy, it also got rid of it, which is a little disappointing. I mean, the whole point of here was to have a little bit of freedom in the customization. Now the setup is complete. Let's go back and check that, but tutorial features nothing but slimes in an area of greater value. Launching the game check back, each individually be troublesome. Situation is a battle test. In Battle Test, you can fight a Battle Test with the enemies you've set up without watching the game itself. You can find Battle Test under Troops. Turn to the general settings with the button. Select Troops. Press B again. Still under general settings. This is one of those times where it wants me to press a specific button, because I am pressing all the buttons and nothing is happening. Oh, okay, found it, whatever it was. This is not just left. That'd make too much sense. Well, we have Bat selected, but at least I was able to get over to Battle Test. Before running a Battle Test, you can select a party to bring along. It's convenient to remember because you can choose their level and equipment. Now the enemy settings are complete. Don't forget to press OK when you're finished. Selecting OK. Still fighting the Bat, but sure. Hardly needs saying by now, but yes, okay, thank you. Every time it shows a loading screen, it's got different little sprite assets, so I don't know how many different character models or accessories or equipment and things that they have, but at least it's not just, 4 or 5, because even if it were, the idea of building your own game is still pretty fun, but the more options they have, even if it is completely locked in and I can't upload new assets to the Switch, the fact that it has, a large variety of things, that's pretty fun. The slime is weak enough now to be defeated. What a quick appearance. Defeat the slime to obtain the potion. I don't know if I can dodge them, because, again, in tutorial land I couldn't move there. Slime emerged. Let's fight this time. I don't have any magic. I can guard. I don't know what my attack stats are, but ooh, Slime A is slain. Herald was victorious. 280 experience received. 20 gold found. Potion and potion. I'm now level 3. You got the potion. Let's head back to deliver it. Well, I am rather excited to actually get into this. You got me the potion. Thanks. I'll make you a meat pie now. Sure, whatever. All done. Here, have a bite. Flowers. It was good. Thank you. Was she saying it was good? I'm so happy to hear that. Why didn't it say me saying it was good? It's about time to go home. Yeah, I was here for a long time eating. Be careful on your way back. Return home. Yeah, seriously, my entire day was watering flowers, fighting one slime. Get out of the way. Really? You're doing that on purpose? Alright, fine, whatever. At least there was a spot for him to stand. Alright, heading home. Inside. Welcome back. Thanks for helping with the errands. You must be tired. Rest well. Again, it was a very short day. And again, this is all automated. I am not moving at all. Now, I don't know if that's the end of the tutorial or if there's more, but good job helping the young man with his errands. Well, understand how the RPG Maker, how to use it? Yes, I do. Excellent. Teaching you was worth my while. From now on, you'll be making RPGs from completely blank slates. You may even lose motivation or feel giving up halfway. Still, don't forget about the people out there waiting to enjoy your RPG and the characters waiting to come to life in the world you created. I'm looking forward to see what kind of RPG you can create, too. Say what? How do you share the RPG you made with others? Oh, yeah. I forgot to explain the most important thing. All that effort I made to end on a somber note wasted. This is the absolute last thing I'll be teaching you. Before that, as usual, save first. I'll save again in file 1, which doesn't appear to be saving anything. just for you to ask me if we saved properly. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, if I do create something really fun, I will definitely upload it so you guys can test it out. I don't know if anyone has this game or if it's available on the digital marketplace. I ended up finding a physical copy in store, but RPG Maker MV, if I create something fun, I'll definitely upload it so you guys can try it out too. I shall explain how to allow others to play the game you've created and how to play the games created by others. By the way, I'm afraid there isn't much hands-on involved in the explanation. My apologies. Once you start using RPG Maker in earnest, please give it a try. Now then, without further ado, the explanation. To allow others to play the game you've created and to play the game created by others, go to the Maker Forum on the top screen. This is the Maker Forum screen. In the search for game, look for games created by others and download them. You can also search category by popularity. Hopefully you'll find games that catch your interest. Play the games you've downloaded by going to the Play Game at the top screen. Use the Post game to upload games you've created for others to play. However, there are two issues to be careful about. The first is the terms of service. Be sure to read the terms of service very carefully and to agree to them before uploading your games. The second is the number of possible uploads. Basically, the number of uploads is limited to 1 per person. Now, let's discuss submissions. Submissions are held sometimes for games with RPG Maker. Each submissions may or may not have its own topic or theme, so please check carefully before entering. Also, there are 2 important things to consider when entering these submissions. The first is the game you enter in the submissions. Games entered in the submissions should be games that you created yourself from scratch. Remixed or edited games are not eligible, so be careful. The second is the terms of service. You must agree to the terms of service when you post a game, but submissions have their own separate agreement. Be sure to read the terms very carefully for any given submissions and agree to them. In the Check Posted Work, you can check on what works you have currently uploaded. And with that, the tutorial is truly finished. The time has come for you to go forth and create something amazing. Alright, it looks like that is the actual end of our tutorial. Again guys, once I play with this a little bit and try to create something to show off, if I do anything really fun, I'll definitely post it so you guys can try it out. I hope you enjoyed watching me check out the RPG Maker MV, even if the tutorial was a little forcibly hand-holdy, but I'm really excited to try this one out. So again guys, hope you enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.